Hi everybody, welcome to CastorsCorner.com. I'm your host Cleo here for another toy of the day. You can go to CastorsCorner.com for a full gallery of this figure right here. You can follow us. We are at Castors Corner. Get one of these shirts. Check down below. Head over to Apple Podcasts or wherever podcasts are found for our Cornercast podcast. New episodes coming soon. Catch up on season 1 while you can before we start in on our new episodes. What else we got for you? And hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to the podcast. Subscribe to this. We really appreciate it. The more of you that subscribe, the more cool things we get to do, and then we get to share them with you. And I think that's been the best part of this year. So I got the brand new Waspinator. Found him at Walmart first. He is showing up at Target as well, so he's not an exclusive by any means. He's part of the newest wave of Transformers Kingdom. And he's a great addition to the Beast Wars Maximals Predacons world, and it's been really fun to kind of get those figures and build out that world. Now, as the I think these are a little bit thick and there's not as much articulation as you'd like with them, so it looks okay, but it doesn't hold together as well as I'd like it to. The clips and things, I'm sure I'm missing something in clipping him in there. And you're going to see me struggle because I bought him, I transformed him about a month ago, and really haven't had time to get around to reviewing him. And now I have no idea what he's going to look like. So wish me luck. But it's a great addition, right? Like, we need all the Predacons for sure. So for me, I didn't really use the instructions. It was very intuitive. The stinger in the back actually pops out to become his pistol, his blaster, whatever you want to call it. So there it is. And the legs are down here. The arms kind of flip out. I mean, it didn't feel like a very difficult transformation at the beginning. We'll see how well I can pull it off here. But it's, you know, it's a good addition to the line for sure. Like, I think there's no doubt he needed to be done. There's no doubt that he needed to be part of the line. I'd like to see more and more of them become part of, you know, this line and continue into Legacy for sure. I think it's very important to have them kind of continue into the Legacy line. Because there's still a few that are missing. The Ant Inferno we need Silverbolt, we need still a few more. Tigertron still hasn't hit stores just yet. I'm not doing too bad here. Like I said, I'm not a fan of how they did the bug legs on there. They kind of stick out a little bit. Now, here's what I will say. I am not getting the rest of this wave. I don't really know some of the other characters. The Shadow Panther really looked like just a repaint of Cheetor. Or Ravage, so it wasn't something that kind of really stuck out for me to really need. But there you go. Here's our Waspinator in all his glory. There we go. So you can kind of see how he looks. I like him. I think he's fun. I don't think it's, you know, bad at all. I think I've read online there are some inconsistencies in his design. This is not 100% accurate to the cartoon. But I don't think it necessarily takes away overall from adding him to your shelf. Sometimes it's really nice to just have filler and have the characters there. Sometimes you want something that's a little more grounded in what they look like. Waspinator definitely played a big part in Beast Wars and then in Beast Machines. So I think it's important to kind of make sure that he was there. He's not as much of a standout for me. And so it's easier for me to kind of forgive any of the inconsistencies in design. And I'm sure they're going to use this mold again in some way, shape, or form. So that might be part of it too, is like looking at what the second reuse was for him. But I will say some of the problems with him for me are kind of the looser connection points. You kind of see me kind of messing with it because the torso kind of keeps popping. There's not that really tight clip there that kind of holds it together, so I'm kind of holding it together. But I don't think he looks too bad. He's pretty well balanced. He does stand, if I can kind of pose him out with all the extra legs and things. I think the extra legs, I kind of wish they were removable in some way, but they're not. So, I mean, he's pretty well balanced there to be able to stand there on my hand. So it's a nice figure. Is it a perfect figure? No. Is it a nice figure? Yes. Is it great to have him as part of the Predacons? 100%. And I think that's kind of where we kind of leave him. Transformation is not very difficult. It's kind of just like pull, flip, and put it back together. As you kind of saw, it didn't really take me much effort. And once I kind of got it in place, it holds pretty well. Like, it's not kind of falling apart. I do wish that the B mode was a little more stable, but I think the robot mode is pretty stable as it's standing once you kind of get things clipped where they need to be. So, but again, I think these extra legs here really kind of distract from the overall, as well as the legs on the arms. I wish they were easily removable. I'm pretty sure I can heat and pop these out, but I don't really want to have to do that because then I'm going to lose them or put them back together. So, in all honesty, it's probably just going to stay. So there you go. Waspinator, the last wave of 2020 for Kingdom, Transformers Kingdom. We have one more wave, wave 5 of Kingdom coming in January, hopefully. That includes Blaster and others, which haven't been announced yet. But again, this wave wasn't announced either. Just kind of showed up, which is fine. Which is fine. Kind of saves money on all those pre-orders. So check out a full gallery up on castorscorner.com. You can follow us. We are at Kastor's Corner. Check out the Cornercast podcast. Subscribe to that. Subscribe to this. We really appreciate all the subscribers and all the feedback. Let us know what you think of these. Did you get one of these? Are you happy with it? Are you unhappy with it? Why? Share all your comments down below. We really appreciate it. And all of our links are down below in the description. You can check out all that stuff. As we say every night, Jaxie, we miss you and we love you and we wish you were here. For those of you coming back tomorrow, we'll see you tomorrow night for another toy of the day here on castorscorner.com. Have a good night, everybody.